Hey guys, so I'm taking just a little opportunity to talk to you all a bit more about the trust conversation that we've all been having. Today I wanted to talk about trusting others. So we've sort of discussed trust, we've discussed some tips on trusting yourself, and now I want to add in components of trusting other people. So, what I hear so frequently, and I completely understand from my own life experiences, is how do you trust again, especially when you've gone through things in your life that have really hurt you, really harmed you? Maybe you've been betrayed, maybe you've experienced, violence. Like, there's so many different ways that your trust can be fully and completely broken. But with saying that, how do you repair to move forward in the relationships that you have in life? Because some of the most beautiful gifts that you'll ever have in your life is having heartfelt connections and true relationships in your life. So by letting go of the past, of course, being wiser for the lessons and navigating forward, then you get to experience the true beauty and nature of the capacity that all types of relationships can bring your life. So with saying that, what are some things that you can do to move forward? Because, we keep talking about tangible aspects to some really, really tricky and convoluted topics. So, first of all, I think you get to ask yourself, how do you want to show up in the world? What is the version of yourself that you want to be? Who do you really want to be? And who are you truly? These are some really big questions that can take a lot to unpack just themselves. But with saying that, are you the sort of person that you want to show up in the world where you distrust everyone and you're waiting for the worst to happen? Or are you someone that wants to show up feeling like people actually have a good heart and best intentions, and not everyone is out there that's going to hurt you and harm you and create more chaos and more difficulty in your life? Some people come in exactly for the opposite. So with that in mind too, who do you want to be? How do you want to show up in the relationships you have in your life? Number 2, when someone new enters your life, and I've touched on this before, are you giving them trust, or are you already looking for how they're not showing up the way you want them to, your expectations perhaps? And so, can you let things have time to build up and build up trust and build up, instead of just expecting? How can you have the conversations and the communications and discuss boundaries, discuss expectations, discuss intentions? And this can be romantically, family, friends, it doesn't matter. I think we actually have to have really honest, open conversations, regardless of the type of relationships that we're describing here. So can you have those communications? And number 3, can you ask yourself what you want this relationship or relationships to mean to you and where they sit in your life? Because you get to decide who is in your inner circle, who you're really close to, who might just be someone that you is a fair weather friend that you do particular hobbies or something with. Like, you get to choose who the people are in your life and how close they get to you. That is your choice. So those are just a few things to contemplate, and maybe you can even journal on some of that if that feels good for you. I know for me personally, journaling is a super powerful way to, unpack how I'm feeling within and to get to some deeper things behind maybe the projections, maybe the fears, maybe the judgments, maybe the aspects that we're hiding behind. And so I think that trust has so many beautiful pieces to it. And with trusting other people, please don't let your past experiences constantly impact your present and your future, because your past is done. You're not that person anymore. And whether those people are in your life or not, once again, that's your choice. You get to choose. You get to choose. And then from there, you can figure out how you want to show up in the world. So I could go on, once again, so many tangents and tips and suggestions and ways to look at trusting with other people. But I'd really love to turn it back on you. I know it's a big topic, so if you feel more comfortable with DMing me instead of commenting, please do so. But I'd love to hear from you. How do you go with navigating trust with people in your life outside of you? Let me know, and I'll chat with you all again soon.